Hello, we're here back with the what do you call it, real-time watercolor painting. Did a little organization here. Well, actually, my granddaughter was in here. Put all the brushes in one place. How about that? So, we've been working on Little French Village. I'm dying to start something new. Let's just work a little more, I guess. Why not? I just found my glasses and it is not a not really great because well, there's a long story, but the optics of my glasses don't work very good. It takes a lot of getting used to. Anyway, this was the All That Shimmers paint that we were trying to incorporate sparingly into the little French village here. So let's see what we got here. At least it's something new, a new color. So anyway, I'm trying to, the last thing I was trying to do is get some of these, I like, see these colors that are like yellow ochre and kind of light. So see if I could have this as the so-called yellow palette, because the primary palette, which is this, or used to be this, you know, the whole yellow area is just got super green. And you know me, I'm not really one to be cleaning big areas of the palette. Once in a while, if we really trying to do an important color, we might, you know, clean off some area. Anyway, let's see, we want more yellow in that. This thing here is the cheapo yellow. I believe this one is, oh, what that is. I don't really have a whole lot of yellows, that's for sure. Looking pretty good. Actually, I'm going to, where is the, I need to put some white somewhere. I don't normally use white, but having said that, I want to start, see what's under here. I'm gonna try it right there, I guess. I don't really have any good white. I thought about getting some, you know, Daniel Smith white or some kind of artist grade white. Anyway, let's see, because what we're trying to get is a chalky look on for these, like especially like right there is a good example. We want to get a chalky white look, and you know, definitely hints of yellow. So where was our other? This is our thing we are using today. Let's get a hint of yellow. And let's get a hint of red. That's looking good. Just looking a little. Okay, I want to jump back to white because we want to get kind of an opaque paint here. Just grab that. It also has blue in it. If it had a hint of green, that wouldn't hurt either, because that would kind of pop. Meaning, you know, come forward with a, I don't know if that looks that good. Let's see. Got a new test sheet here. Well, it certainly does have all the characteristics we were talking about. Although, I'd say more yellow and more opaque, so that means more paint on there. And I did a warm-up, but I didn't record it. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's see if that is going to stand out. Let's, how about we try it like this one here, which is actually, well, I guess, yeah, I guess that is this, but, oh, then there's that. That is probably this, which is kind of blue, but I'm going to try to kind of bring it lighter. Let's see if that works. The whole thing that we're trying to do lately is get all these houses up to at least this level of detail. And it has been a very time-consuming, long road. And that really looks pretty horrible, but you know, it also did sort of serve the purpose here, which is it looked worse before, so that's good. Okay. And then where else do we have one that's real? Oh, hey, there's some comments. That's an awesome painting. Well, I sure appreciate that, Mr. Samuel. And Jeffrey Smith, did you start live? Well, anyways, I like your painting. Yeah, this is, if you look back on my live stream, I got probably 14 hours since we started this, 14 hours of painting. I don't know if it was all, you know, that, but we also painted a flower and a bell, this bell, and but it was mostly this, and I think we're definitely into 14 hours on this one. All right, so I'm gonna continue this, just try to get this to be a little bit of a yellow. Oh, YouTube suggested some things I could use as titles that would attract more viewers, but I already forgot what they were. All right, let's see. Does that look good way back there? I don't know, maybe. And then this, we really want to go more yellow on that. Let's get some more yellow involvement here. Okay, just try that. Should try to get some of these up here where this one here is total fiction, but whatever. All right, that looks good, right? Okay, this I don't like it anymore. Let me blot some of that up. Okay, that was good. And then this, I don't know if that's supposed to be a roof, I guess. I'm gonna try to just, I don't know. Well, let's go here. Slight improvement. Right here, we could definitely hit this one. Okay, maybe. I guess. And then here, I'm gonna try this come right here. And would we want to, I don't know if we really want to go here, but why not? Okay, that does look like an improvement. And I would wish this could just fade into there, but it didn't fade. Oh well. And that looks okay. And how about right here again? I don't know about that one. I guess I'm gonna just get a little bit, try to lean into the coral color. So grab some red. This is probably not the best red to be using. This one is called Opera Pink, I think, and it's not really, I don't know if it's so great here. This, brownish. Looks good for a flesh tone. Too bad we're not doing any people. Oh well. Anyway, let's grab the. Let's grab this. Try to get our chalky color. That looks good. Nice chalky color. Not too opaque though. I wish it was a bit more opaque. All right. And how about we try to hit something right there, which would probably be maybe this. That looks good. We are slowly, very slowly getting some detail. And I'll tell you what, I mean, in hindsight, I wish I would have just did a detailed sketch or even a tracing of this, and we're just coloring it in because, we're having a difficult time figuring out what is what. And, we started with abstract shapes, and, note to self, next time you want to do a bunch of houses, don't start with a bunch of abstract shapes. All right, that looks great. Okay. All right, I like that one. I don't know, that's supposed to be trees, I guess, so let's see. And this is one of those abstract shapes that I wish was not there. I think let's go try to go right here, sort of pretend that's not there. And this, I don't know what that's supposed to be. That is the, the downside of the abstract shapes. We'll get back to the, let's see if this was supposed to be our sort of coral color. A bit more red in there. One of the suggestions was something like, I don't know, expert paint tutorial. Oh my gosh, that's certainly not me. All right, this is, we really want to hit this with more red. I'm just going to grab this particular red here, which is, whatever it is, it's very opaque. I'm just going to bring it into this, and I would say that is miles away from the color we have in mind. And let's get some more, where the yellow palette, here it is. Okay, maybe that's better, okay. Let's see if we can get some of that right here. I don't know. Yeah, not good. Over here, maybe. And right here. No, that's not really working. Oh, it's right here. Get this brown. Sarah's looking good. Right here looks good. You just gotta keep going with these details. I'm gonna go back to that. Where is it? Oh, here. saw something up here. I guess this would be good to. From a distance, it might look good. I don't know. Right here. Got a good, well-placed puddle there. All right, looks fine. And up here, let's try to get that more of another well-placed puddle. That one I'm gonna try to blot up. Nothing came up. Hey, Wolf and Logo Scan, thanks for the greeting. Wow, 2 thumbs up. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, just try to cover up what would really be pretty much a mistake right here. All right, that's better. Let's see if we can come over here. Doesn't look worse, that's for sure, but it doesn't look that great. About right here. Not good, not great, but passable. That's an improvement. That might be an improvement. This is actually supposed to be, trees right there. I wonder if we should keep hitting the trees. I guess that'd be a worthwhile thing to do. Grab a green that does not look too garish. And maybe that's such a green right there. Let's see. There, I would say that's not a garish green. It's not very bold though either, so let's just go right here. Definitely has the look of distance, and we are looking for a distant looking green right there. And yeah, let's see about just covering this white area right here, because my green is a nice neutral green, which is not too doesn't really stand out and say loudly, hey, look at me, I'm green. It just kind of fades out. I'm gonna leave this little white square there for sure, but try and cover some of that white area. Okay. We're definitely making progress here, aren't we? Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. That is very much appreciated. Hey, 7 Rixie. Thank you very much for that big compliment there. I think I'm gonna try to keep making the green, all these things here. I mean, if you look at the reference, it's all, like 2-3 tones of green and that's it, but can we achieve depth with 2 or 3 tones of green? See this, I don't like this green here. This is like, I would call that a tutti frutti green, and it's just a little bit unreal looking. So it's a good, that is actually this green here, which is, I forgot what they call it. It's like, I don't know, it reminds me of turquoise. I forgot what the green is called, but I'm trying to use that as a starting point, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that is not what I'd call the natural green. I'm gonna mix that with some yellow. So just grab this, whatever that is, and get some more water on that. I don't really remember what yellow that is. It could be Hansa yellow light, or it could be, I mean, there's even a slight chance that it is a color of, what do you call it? Artist Loft, which when I graduated, I started out with this. My first 1,000 paintings watercolor was this paint, and then I got a set of Artist Loft, which was $16 for like 42 tubes. And used them for quite some time. Then suddenly I got the Daniel Smith, and then I just never went back to the other kinds of watercolor. And so here I'm trying to get ourselves a green that is not provocative. A green that will blend in and say, I am a natural occurring green found in shrubs and trees. Not the green from the fluorescent poster, the green from the natural setting, and that might be it. Let's see. Not bad, okay. Since we don't really want the same green a lot of different places, I'm just going to try and put some here. Let's just try right there. So we're basically just trying to have the greens stand out, and you're not really supposed to look at the greens. You know, they're supposed to be there, and I suddenly see a trending line here. I'm going to see if we can get rid of that. Here I'm just rubbing like water there. Okay, we have disrupted the line a little bit, because I see kind of a line there. Who wants a line right there? Oh, and speaking of unwanted green, how about we make this lighter? I'm not in a big hurry to go to work today, although I could have gone any time from 5 a.m. through now. So, but I guess the latest I should go is about 7. So plenty of time starting early today. And why don't we see about, here I got like a dark, I think that's a dark green, let's see. It looks kind of it. Right here, we want to. This whole shape I found looked good. I want to get rid of it. Whenever we did it, I'm sure it was a great idea, but okay, that's better. We start with a more simple. There we go. All right. And this is kind of bothering me too suddenly. Let's see if we get rid of that. Okay. We're on a big erase binge here. Well, it looks a lot better. I don't know if it looks like distant trees as it's supposed to be, but it does look pretty good. Let's see while we're at it. Let's see if I just take out a little bit right here. I don't know what's going to happen. Yes, I guess that's an improvement. Over here, I mean, one thing you run into when you work this long on a painting is a whole bunch of different styles, because you know, over here this is pretty much normal watercolors technique, where you just have graphic shapes representing whatever trees in this case. Over here, this is more like I really do this exactly like that. Anyway, and then this we had wanted to have contrast to make this look like it's behind, and I don't know if that really is still welcome. That's better, kind of. And look at this graphic shape. I mean, come on. That is so abstract compared to the rest of this effort. Okay. All right, well, that was sure fun. 25 minutes, how about that? So we're trying to keep going on the little French village, and we did today, besides the, you know, the greens are, we were just trying, in all these areas here, we were just trying to bring forward a sense of structure and depth and shape for all these houses, and I think we're really going places. Definitely gotta fix up this sky, make it darker. I don't know what's happening back here. It looks pretty good, but probably could use some kind of richness. We'll see. Anyway, I gotta take a quick break, and we'll be back later for more real-time watercolor painting. Thank you so much for the thumbs up and all the wonderful comments of support and positivity. All right, bye.